Hello, I'm Lucy of Paper Glitter Glue, and this is my project for today. These are the retro reindeer. They were inspired by some vintage reindeer illustrations I saw, and I thought they would make just a great cutout that you could hang on the wall, you could decorate with, put on a mantle. I think kids will really love them. So anyway, today's retro reindeer is day number 3 in my 2024 12 Days of Christmas event with me, Lucy, Paper Glitter Glue. And this is really easy, so I know you'll have fun with it. Okay, I'm going to start off showing you the design in Cricut Design Space, and then I'll show you how to construct our little retro reindeer. Alrighty, let's get started with it. Let me show you real quick how we use the retro reindeer files within Cricut Design Space. I'm on my laptop. This is Cricut Design Space, and I'm going to upload my files. I need to go to the canvas to do that, so I can click the canvas here, or I can go to New Project. Either one works. And I need to upload the files, the SVG cut files for the retro reindeer. Here's the green button that tells me uploading is next, then browsing is next. Here is the retro reindeer cutout file. And all of these that are kind of grayed out are PDF files which cannot be uploaded directly into Cricut Design Space, so it just ignores those. It just ignores those files. So let's go to upload, and that is my file, and I'll show you all the pieces. This is the image details if you want to include it in a collection or add some information there. Green button down here on the lower right hand side, upload. Let's click that, and here is my file. I always like to see the entire file, so I'm going to use this toggle button down here to reduce the size. And there are my 2 versions of the retro reindeer. And I actually included them because I needed to cut them out to make sure that the little version would work. It took me a long time to really get all the little pieces to actually cut out accurately. Partly because there's some pretty subtle little lines around the mouth and the legs. So, okay, now I'm going to ungroup. That's the next step. And check my scale square, my 1-inch square, and it says 1 by 1, so I know it uploaded at the proper size. So I'm going to delete it. I don't need it now. And I'm actually just going to group my little reindeer, the tiny one, and it's not very tiny. It's actually over 6 inches tall, so it's a good size. This one's about 10 inches tall. It's actually the larger one is easier to make because the machine can cut it out easier. The lines, the tiny lines are spread out more. So to hide my my tiny reindeer, the little version, I'm going to click this little eye icon. We're under the layers panel. I'm going to click it, and it's hidden. So Cricut will ignore it and will not, try to cut it out. So these are the pieces, the main pieces for the retro reindeer. This is the top layer, and you'll notice that there's kind of a cutout for the nose, and I did that so you can add a red nose if you want, or you can add a brown one, or just let the back nose show up. Either one, whatever works for you. So this is the first piece. This is the collar. And let me ungroup that real quick since I've just shown it to you. There's the red collar and then the bells. And the bells are also grouped. They have a background piece that's darker so that if you cut this in foil, you can put a darker circle behind them to make more dimension. Okay, I already talked about the little noses. Now, I really like eyelashes on my little deer, but this is very hard to cut out. Let me enlarge it a little bit. I think we can enlarge now. You scroll around a bit. I like the little eyelashes, but they really don't cut out well, so you can include them, and if they don't cut, don't worry about it. The eye still works. This is the middle piece, and one reason it looks so odd is because these lines were so small it just would not cut out. Surprisingly, it cut out fine on the top layer, but not on this middle layer. So I just kind of deleted some of the spaces so you don't have to worry about it. The pieces you need to show up white are around the eye. That part is the white of the eye, the white spots on the back, and the tail. The ear has a pink piece that goes behind it, so it's not the ear. Now, I left the legs and the ears intact because it gives extra structure to your little reindeer. So that's why those pieces, I didn't make just, a little trunk to fit behind. I thought I liked the structure of the legs and the ears. And then here's the back piece. So I would use a dark color for the back one to make, and basically all that shows up of the back piece is are the antlers and the nose, but it gives structure to your entire reindeer. So it's real. Oh, and the shadows. The shadows are formed by these cutouts on the upper two levels, and then the hooves. And let's see, what else? You need lightweight. I think it works better if you use lightweight cardstock, 65-pound cardstock, because of all these little lines. It cuts out much better. And really, all you do is just cut it and sort of choose your settings. You can use cardstock for intricate cuts or just kind of regular cardstock. I think there's an 80-pound version that works pretty well. And you may have to run it through a time or two. I did have to do that on some of mine. But otherwise, you just click make and make it like usual. I'm not going to save it at this moment. And then here are the different colors kind of sorted. For the tiny pieces, I usually put the scraps on my mat and then cut them all out at once because those are tiny pieces as well. All right, now let's put our little reindeer together. Here is my finished version of the retro reindeer. Isn't it cute? The back is plain. I inked around the edges a little bit so that the white line wasn't as prominent, but I should have done that from the beginning. But anyway, this is what the finished reindeer looks like, and these are my pieces. So for the large version, you need 3 sheets of cardstock, 65-pound cardstock to cut out these kind of intricate lines. I used tiny scraps of red, pink for behind the ears, and then I used some foil covered cardstock for the little jingle bells. Let me show you. The little jingle bells, and then a little scrap of black to go behind the jingle bells, little noses. And I realized after doing this one that it made sense to ink the edges before I put it together. It was much nicer. So I inked this white piece, and then I also inked the hooves, and they look much better with the contrast, with the darker contrast. Let me show you, see if you can tell. I just think it looks better. It just gives more contrast. So I just used some kind of brown ink and my little inking tool, blending tool, and did that before I glued it together. Let me show you one other thing. I decided that I would like my reindeer to stand up, so I cut out a piece of cardboard. And this is my flexible 22-point cardboard. You can see, I think you can see, it's very thin cardboard. And because the back outline is simple, it cut it out beautifully. So my plan is to glue this to the, and I inked it too, is to glue it behind and just give a little more substance to my reindeer so it can stand up. I have a plan for that. I don't know it'll work, but I'm going to try to put two together with just a little spacer in there so I can stand them up. I'll let you know in my Facebook group if it works. And actually, I'll put it on the website, Paper Glitter Glue Retro Reindeer. All right, in order to make it, the first thing we're going to do is, especially because I don't want to forget, is I'm going to glue the little pink earpiece behind the ear. Okay, so wait, this is the front, so I'm turning it over. You have to, especially if you're going to do two of them in opposite directions, you kind of have to keep that straight. Since we're doing cardstock, we're not really doing, buildings and corners and curves. Oh, shoot, I did it wrong. I'm going to get another piece because you always apply the glue to the part with the cutout, because that way you'll get less glue where it doesn't belong. That was my little lesson. Okay, just a little glue's needed. And now we'll apply glue to the back of the top piece so we can adhere it to the middle piece. Trying to get the tips of the ears, the feet. Okay, now we've got our white middle piece that provides our eye, the whites of our eyes, the spots in the tail, and extra support. It's easier to line it up along the ears. The ears line up pretty easy, and the tail. The legs are a little fiddly because they're flexible. They kind of move. That's why I think it's a good idea to put a little ink around the edges. There we go. Our deer's almost done already. It always surprises me when I have a project like that where, it gets done fast. So this is the one with the cutouts on it. So let's apply the glue to the middle layer. Here is our background. Ears. Tail. Legs. And let's do the nose. I think I'm just going to put a blob in there. Now, little retro reindeer has the nose. Let's add the collar. And you kind of match it up to the curve. So the back part kind of goes to the back of the neck and then just sort of line up the front to fit. And now we make our little tiny bells. Careful with my glue. See how nice. This is a new bottle of Barely Art glue. And so it just adds like little tiny dots of glue, which is so nice. So I didn't really have to squeeze, and that meant I didn't get as much glue everywhere as I usually do. Let's do two more. One more. I always cut extra of little tiny pieces like this because I drop them. A cat steals them. Now little blob here. And we have the finishing touch. Now I'm sure you could think of other things. If you wanted to put, you could put like a googly eye there if you wanted to. A holly leaf. You could put your reindeer on skis. Just use your imagination. I really wanted a warmer light brown, but I didn't have it, which was, pretty weird for me because because I am a craft hoarder. But I just didn't have a good brown. So this is like craft brown, but I really wanted it a little warmer. So now I'm going to go ahead and glue this version on this particular one to the back, to the cardboard backing. So I'm using more glue to get this to adhere. But again, it's not really structural. So this guy, you could lean this up on a mantle, could suspend it. You could get a ribbon and kind of hang it somewhere. You could go on a window. I just think it's cute, and you can see it's very easy. It takes a little while to cut out, not a ton of time, but a little while to cut out, and I think you can just have fun with it. So that's the craft for the day. Today is day number 3 of the 2024 12 Days of Christmas with me, Lucy, at Paper Glitter Glue. So I hope to see you. I always do a live at 2 p.m. during this special event on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. And I hope you'll join me tomorrow when we have another craft coming up. Okay, y'all take care. Bye.